Welcome back, everybody, to Rimworld. So, I'm recording this episode earlier than I normally would be. Mainly because I've got a lot of stuff to do, real-life taxes, grown-up shit, that type of thing. Which, unfortunately, does have to take a little bit of precedent over video games, as much as I hate to say it. But, on the plus side, there is a slight bonus to this. It does mean that I have a full 24 hours. I never get 24 hours to make any video, so this is quite nice. I get a full 24 hours to try and pack into half an hour everything we need to get the Save Our Ship stuff off the ground. Not literally, we've already done that with the Banana Ship. Banana Ship was bad, by the way. I've kind of, after editing what will be yesterday's video for you, but I've done that obviously relatively recently in my own time frame, it was not, it's just not a good design, is it? It's pretty awful. So I'm thinking, honestly, a big cube ship would be kind of fun. Borg style. Probably not going to do that. Might go more Star Destroyer shape. I don't really know. I haven't decided that quite yet. But convert the main base so it is self-sufficient resource, self-sufficient food, having everybody on board rather than just picking and choosing, not cramming everybody in. It's a space station first, and if we get it to move, that's a bonus. So, this is great for me, because it means I can actually, I can spend an hour on it. I could, go back to the drawing board. I could edit some bits out. We could try multiple different ways. It's genuinely a treat to get a whole day to work on a fucking video, because normally I only get, 3 hours a day, 6 hours sleep. 3 videos a day, 6 hours sleep, assuming minimum. Upload time, rendering time. I genuinely only get about 2 hours to churn out each video. So it's quite a lot. To get 30 minutes of usable footage when a lot of it, really, at this stage of the game, is just sitting around waiting for crops to grow so that we can smelt it down and get resources and stuff. It's quite nice. Now, on the subject of that, I am thinking the Blue Banana has sailed, and he has got into combat, and he survived combat, and he did some damage to that trader ship, which was built by a much more competent person than myself. I'm going to retire it. I'm going to take it apart for components, because we haven't got any plasteel or steel right now, as far as I recall. What do we got here? Yeah, no plasteel, no steel at all. So I'm thinking we will grind the whole thing to dust, and we'll upgrade this into a movable, flyable, powerful spaceship. And I know things now that I didn't know before, like, for example, the heat vents. Okay, kind of works with the Banana Ship. That kind of did a good job. Still needs some refining, but doable. Things like the guns, not necessarily need to be on hard points. We could put those indoors, which I assume means you can repair them mid-combat. Things like putting turrets on the outside to stop exactly what happened yesterday of the enemy kind of boarding or trying to board our ship. And they're all now floating in space, and it's a little bit creepy, to be honest. We can go and, like I said, hoover up all their corpses, grab some nice stuff. They left us behind a couple of heavy cargo shuttles there, which is very nice of them. I think SS Banana has had its day. I'm going to try and uninstall. I've tried to uninstall everything on it, but as you can see, very few of the Save Our Ship items are actually reinstallable, which is a bit of a ball ache. And I'm not sure I want this stuff that it's getting us to reinstall. Like, I don't care about the wall lights. I don't really care about this, too. That can be taken apart. That can be taken apart. Yeah. I kind of wish I'd have just started to do this yesterday in hindsight, but that's okay. It was a learning experience. So we got some valuable information from it. And as I said, I'm trying to do this as blind as possible, because it's my first time really properly playing Save Our Ship. So I want it to be kind of as natural as possible, and then if I get really stuck, we'll look into it. But I feel like we're not doing a bad job, all things considered. So let's go ahead and just start scrounging for parts. We'll take away the internals first, and then we'll rip apart the walls after that. You can go. Capacitor arrays, I wish I could reinstall those, because those would be phenomenal. Let's not worry about these light switches or anything. Hauling bots can get reinstalled, that's fine. Get rid of the hydroponics, although, can those be reinstalled? Or are they the tileable ones? Yeah, no reinstalling there, unfortunately. The advanced chair, they're always quite good to have around. Same with the long-wave radios, especially as we're expanding the ship here. AI Persona Core, I think I built a spare one anyway, because we need it for Resurrect Mech Serums and things like that, so that's not too bad. The advanced beds, get rid of them. To be honest, the advanced beds would be better than the Jade beds we've got right now, because the advanced beds give a much bigger comfort bonus, but I think the difference is you need, funnily enough, advanced components to build them. Yeah, 2 advanced components per bed is fucking expensive. Good amount of uranium, though. That's a luxury right there. And it's better than the, although they're not as attractive as the Royal Poster beds, and probably not as high beauty value as the double beds either, the comfort bonus is massive, so, I mean, the comfort bonus is probably already quite good. I suppose it'd be better to leave the Jade beds at that point. What do you think? Because if we've already got the highest comfort bonus, there's no point. We might as well get the higher opinion of the room itself by making it as rich as possible, right? Unless maybe the advanced bed counts for more. I don't know. Anyway, let's get ripping this boy apart. Thank you, Banana Boat. You've You've done great things for us. You've really given us a leg up into the world of Save Our Ship. Well, I'm not joking when I say I literally went and cooked dinner and came back and the ship was gone. To be fair, it took like half an hour, so that's that. It's half an hour maximum speed, by the way, of them trying to take apart the spaceship. I even drafted Hokus to help out and installed the extra hauling bots too. So between them, they actually did a pretty quick job of it. We've got a load of advanced components just lying around on the floor, so I need some sort of extra storage for that because we're filled up with just abundance of crap at this point. Just a ridiculous amount of shit. Oh, I should stop. Damn it. They've also been smelting all the shit as well. Oh, no, it's okay. They turned off because we didn't have much power. So I built another nuclear reactor too. Sorry, it's still going quite fast, but I'm trying to, you know, get the base into space here. So banana ship gone. New nuclear reactor set up, done, ready to go. Oops, I need to set the fuel on that one. Oh, I thought I set the fuel on that one. I guess they always fuel it up to 50? I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, you've got the air persona core installed and then a couple of little ship capacitors, quite literally just to fill in the gaps. And then there's the life support that, of course, we started building yesterday. So my current goal now is to dig out a 3-block corridor around the entire edge so that we can encase it with another load of hull to make a corridor around the entire ship. We'll do entrances into all the rooms. That way, if they need to get to somewhere, we've essentially built a ring road around the ship. So if they need to get to this side, it might actually be quicker to run around the edge than try and get through all of this shit in the middle, if that makes sense. Then we'll start fleshing it out into an actual ship. I was thinking kind of like, what if instead of going for something boring like a Star Destroyer or like a cube or something like that, for those mega nerds of you out there, what about something like Apophysis ship from Stargate, where it's like a big central bit in the middle where people live? That's going to be our big central bit. We'll kind of circle it out or something. Try and make it a bit more rounded. Round it off is the right word, rather than circle it out. And then from that, there's like big fuck-off spikes coming out of it, like prongs, not spikes, but like big triangular sections coming out of the center, which will have a shitload of guns mounted to it. That could be quite cool. I think that could work. Gives us plenty of room for expansion too. The only problem is we'll have to dig out into sections of the moon to do that, or we blast it into space first, like fully armed, and then we throw some stuff onto it afterwards. I think that's probably the best idea. It gives actual full space to maneuver, and otherwise we're going to have to keep mining out layer after layer of the mountain. So that's the outer shell done now. What's the betting that we cannot place ship tiles on that? I'm willing to bet a staggering amount of money. Oh no, I've made a mistake. Okay, well that's fine. That's good news. Because that means that we can now basically just tile on a bunch of ship, and then this all counts as a workable, viable extension. I was very worried that we, like parts of it, maybe the overhead mountain, maybe, I don't know, it was too large to count as a ship room. I don't really know how the mechanics work, but evidently it's not a problem. So let's get all of this stuff filled in as soon as possible. I'll lay down some carpets, some fancy corridor-looking pathways and stuff. There we go. What a expansion there. So now we can put a load of other rooms. We've got like this big, like I said, like this big ring road corridor allows us to get to place a little bit easier. I've put some external doors, as you can see there too, on the way out. It did kill all of our crops, so I think they're in the process of replanting some of those. News? We're out of steel. By which I mean, that's horrible news. We've come to a grinding halt and there's nothing I can do to change it. I was building heat sinks because, you know, I thought before we do anything else, let's get an actual dedicated room to heat management so that when I start strapping guns to these things, it doesn't immediately destroy us. I figured weaponry, fine. Weaponry and rockets are all I really care about right now. Let's not expand the ship too crazily until we've got basic vessel. So the outside of the ship is done. That's looking quite nice, isn't it? And then we've got the hull segments, the heat sinks in place with these kind of hull segments cut out to hopefully try and drain the heat. 98 radiators for 43, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 48 heat sinks. I don't know if that's going to be nearly enough. Shit, I wish I'd have counted how many we had on the banana boat before I got rid of it. Bollocks. Well, never mind. More trial and error. That's this whole series. Actually, put a door there. No. I removed the doors there, didn't I? I want to remove all these doors because now I've turned it into a heat room. The last thing we want is people fucking fannying around using it as a shortcut. Still a distinct lack of steel, but we have made some progress here. So I started just throwing engines on the fucking thing wherever they can fit, basically. We should really stockpile chem fuel, shouldn't we? How much we got? 120. Oh, that'll do it. Yeah, no, that'll get us into space, you fucking idiot. Right, let's go for... Oh, shit, brother. Like 10,000. Bearing in mind the space banana took, what, like, 7K? It's going to have to be nearly 10,000, isn't it? Bloody hell. Let's go 10K, and then let's just say on pause when we're at 2. That way, we're definitely just going to make 10K and leave it there. They're all bloody suspended still. Hang on, let's unpause, and that should unpause. Yeah, across the board, except for that one, which is apparently unlinked. Let's go ahead and copy that one over too. That should do the trick, I'm thinking. Okay, so those people who are just kicking around, like Pork who's sat there watching TV, can actually get up his arse and help with the spaceship building. Bring back steel slag. Is that really how desperate we've got? Let's go ahead and open this up so we can get to the steel that's down on this side. God, what a mess. On the plus side, we haven't had any raids since we changed the weather over to outer space. We've, funnily enough, not had people spawn in. I expected mechanoids, though, weirdly enough, and we haven't had any of those either. Maybe just outer space, nothing can spawn in. Not even mechanoids. I don't see why mechanoids couldn't spawn in, though, because the robots are absolutely fine. After a couple of redesigns and a lot of wasted resources, we're on to symmetry time. I redid the rockets at the bottom. We've got some more chem fuel in production now. I redid the heat sinks and the hydroponics, as little as it matters there. Just to swap things around. Now, I took apart almost all of the sprinklers. We've kept, like, what's that, like 8 in storage out of the 40 I think we had. Mainly because each one is, what, component and steel? Right, okay, so we only got the steel back from that, because obviously you don't get the component back, because you have to use a minimum of 1 resource. That basically allowed me to build the rest of the hull out here, or at least most of it. It's just components. We're really just waiting on component construction all the time, of all things. Could we not mine that? Is there not like a shitload of components on the moon? Why is my auto manager not grabbing that for me? Because I didn't tell it to. That makes a lot of sense in hindsight. Oh god, how many hours of my life have I just wasted? Too many. Oh no. Well, there we go. That solved that problem. Oh, look, right there on cue. Fucking hell. I genuinely thought it was steel we were lacking, but in hindsight, it's not, is it? I've made a horrible mistake. Anyway, here we go. Things are going fine besides that. What we need, I think it said, let me just double check, like 20,000... 23,000 of chem fuel. Now, I specifically built way more engines than that. We're up to, right now, 30 engines. Because I figured by the time I fill this out, this is where we're going to fill up with a load of weapons and shit. And again, it's symmetrical, kind of. The front of the ship's a bit weird. But it does match up on either side. Like, the distances are all the same. The sides are all the same, assuming this is the center here. It's the same, besides this front bit. But I think the kind of lack of symmetry, the asymmetry at the top there, looks kind of cool. We got kind of a defiant shape going on. Anyway, hopefully they'll be done soon. I can finally put some fucking guns down. Oh, it's just occurred to me I put the friggin' carpet in first. Because I think now if we put tiles over the top, they rip the carpet up. To be fair, it's regular carpet, so it's not exactly going to break the bank. Right, so this bit is going to be fairly important. What do we want to do for armaments? So I've heard that the torpedoes are really, really good as long as you can keep them loaded, which is why we need hauling bots, and we need a massive supply of torpedoes, maybe even new hydroponics bays, or maybe even just hydroponic bays dedicated to torpedoes. We make tomatoes, we'll fry that into chem fuel, we grow steel, whatever it takes to build torpedoes, actually, and we just churn out a shitload of those. Steel, chem fuel components, high explosive shells, we can do that, no problem. Yeah, that's just a lot of steel, basically, isn't it? All of those base components require steel and chem fuel. And all of that we can just grow with hydroponics. That's fine, then. That's not too bad. So I'm thinking we put down some torpedo tubes. Maybe a couple of them like that. And then I love the idea of this Spinal Capacitor Gun. So this thing's really cool. You can put down a Spinal Capacitor, and then you can attach any amount of Spinal amplifiers that you want. As it says, that increases base damage by 25%, but increases power consumption. I'm thinking it would be cool if we just had one spinal capacitor and then filled the whole thing with amplifiers and then just had one big fuck-off laser, like the Death Star. That would be insane, but I also feel like we got one shot to make that work, and if we fail, we are dead, because it would just blow the ship up. The heat output would be insane. Alternatively, we do it more sensibly. We have maybe a spinal capacitor or 3, each with maybe 1 amplifier for each one of the types of weapons, so laser, plasma, railgun. And then throw down some regular guns as well. Then also put down a bio-turret. Is it just the bio-turret? Okay, fair enough. Hardpoints too. Worry about hardpoints later, because we'll do some hardpoint turrets, like regular base game turrets, to deal with boarding parties and shit like that. How do we want to do this? I'll be honest, I love the idea of just one spinal capacitor and like 60 spinal amplifiers. I think that'd be hilarious. But it might also just make the ship break apart. So let's put down... The reason I'm asking this is so that we can put down kind of defining walls and stuff, like boundaries. Let's do something like that. And then let's turn that into a room to start off with. So I can take it piece by piece. We don't want to do this whole thing as one big room, because it'll be a pain in the ass trying to whole plate it later. So as these guys get to work, we'll say that, okay, so that area is definitely 4 torpedoes. I like the idea of maybe a spinal capacitor. If we go 1, how big are the barrels? Oh, bloody large. Shit, that's a shame. We could put down 1 big spinal laser, couldn't we? That'd be quite fun. Laser or plasma? Because the plasma had a pretty decent range to it. I'm not sure, in hindsight. How many barrels could we fit in there? Well, let's measure it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if we want to push it, but I'll go 5. That's another 125% damage on top. That'd be quite funny. That's like a knockout weapon right there. Or we go laser turret. It can inflict devastating damage. It's only usable at short range. Wait for them to get really, really close. And go butt wild with a laser. Alternatively, we do the opposite and we try and pick them off with a railgun from fucking miles out. Then when they're close, their shields might be down. And then we can... Should be placed outside the ship unless you want a new hole in your hull. Is that what this is? Is that how this works? Should be placed outside the ship unless you want a new hole in your hull. I hope I've got this right. Somebody said they mount to the roof, so we should just be able to place that there, right? I don't know. We'll see how it works. That's okay. We'll just get this thing into space first, and then we'll see how it goes. Or let's forbid that for the timing. Let's let them finish this off first. Well, balls. I certainly hope we can build floors under that. Otherwise, I've just made a horrible mistake. We're good, I think. We want to place down. God, how many spinal capacitors do we want to... Oh, space already occupied. Right, we've got to finish that first. Let's count this as a separate room, then. We'll say this is for our spinal capacitor, and then this we can just fucking ram with guns. Guns, heat sinks, whatever we feel is necessary. I filled it with more of these, because I just get the feeling they should work. It's just something stopped them working. Maybe I hadn't connected it up properly, maybe I hadn't... Because if it's dispersing heat into the room around it, these things sap heat from the room around them. They should be... They should fall into some sort of equilibrium, right? So we'll see if they work anyway. So obviously we can't get rid of heat while the shields are up, so we might as well see if we can cheat some out with the frozen columns. Okay, let's get this built. Then we'll try and build just a ridiculous spinal capacitor gun. Unfortunately, it was the case that we had to put down the bloody capacitor gun. Why do I get the feeling this is a terrible idea? That's a lot of amplifiers we're chucking on that. Let's put down some more thermal pipes as well. Oh, does that thing not need it? If we have a look at the roof... That does me a frighten. Because these ones are quite clearly poking through the roof the way they should. No, wait, does that still count as... Oh, hang on, I was going to remove that life support, wasn't I? So we got another one over there. Yeah, let's get rid of that one before I forget to. Holy shit, I hope this counts as external. Otherwise, we've got a real concern on our hands here. Oh, God, this is a bad idea. Right, I've decided we're going to strap a massive fuck-off laser dish to the top of it. Because right now I feel like a massive fuck-off laser dish is the only thing that's going to make this entire experience worthwhile. I've started recording this episode 4 hours ago at this point, so it's taken quite a while. That's basically 4 hours of solid speed 4 to get us here, because the resources are so fucking slow. But look at it. Oh, this is my magnum opus. It actually looks good. It looks like a really good spaceship. We still got to put down shield generators. Don't let me forget about that. Christ almighty. Can I test that? We can't test fire that perchance. Not in ship combat. Thought it might be the case. Does that count as being out of the ship? It does. I think. You'd assume so. Or maybe that's just where it's unroofed. No, it's indoors. I have a feeling that's just going to blow a fucking hole straight through the roof, isn't it? It's okay. It's in its own room. I guess what you could really do is do that and then take away the floor or something, but I feel like it wouldn't even take off then. I don't know. That looks ridiculous either way, so I'm happy with it. Right. I want turrets now. Let's put down another load of hull plating. Hang on, let's plan this out a little bit first. So let's say that we go 1, 2, 3, pack them in like that, or we leave a gap. I think let's go 1, 2, 3 of those. So that's our plasma. You know, let's go railgun first. So 1, 2, 3 of those. Then we got plasma turrets. We got 1, 2, 3 of those. Then we got laser turrets. We could start going a bit more crazy here if we wanted. 3, 4 of those. Leaves an access area to kind of walk through. Okay, that's not too bad. I feel like less laser is probably not a bad idea. We can put a big old walkway around like that. That's absolutely fine. Wow, no, that's not fine. This is absurd. Okay, and then on the other side, we'll do the same type of thing. We'll fit it in as best we can, but I can't make any promises here. Right, so we'll go 4, 3, 3. So why don't we go 4 plasma turrets? If we can fit it in. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 3. Oh, this is going to be a tight fit. You know what? Let's push that over by a block so that we can fit in another row back here. I think that's a good idea. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then railguns. We want 1. Oh, shit. No, that's going to look hideous. You know, sorry, bear with me on this one. I'm going to make sure it all lines up half decently. Because this has become a very aesthetics-heavy ship, and I'm kind of annoyed at myself for letting it get to this level. But you got to bear in mind, with that banana that we built last time, that took every urge in my body not to line that thing up properly. So this is me having a field day on 1, 2, 3. That's close enough, isn't it? It's not fantastic, but it'll do. You can fill the excess room with heat sinks or something like that to make it a bit less dead. This thing, we need like a maintenance door. I feel like it's in kind of the wrong place. That's okay, though. Right? We got room for another gun there if I want it. You know what? I mean, that makes sense. If we go 4 plasma, right? If we go 4 plasma, so in total we've got, what? 7 plasma turrets, 7 railgun turrets, 6 large laser turrets, except for the spinal laser turret, which is, like, obscene. Disgusting. That's fine. And then over here, you know what we could put over here? Big brain plate. Get ready for this. When I can fucking find it. I might have taken it apart by accident because I'm a fool. Yep, I did exactly that, didn't I? And we're going to put the bridge there if it'll fit. Oh, they let you rotate it. Look at that. And then perfect room for the bridge. This is phenomenal work, if I do say so myself. Right, let's move that door down. Oh, yeah, we got to take that away first. Then we'll move the door down. Decompress the base again. Kill my friggin' chickens. Oh, wait, that was yesterday. And then put down a carpet. Put down a carpet for the bridge. Fantastic. Wait, hang on. Before you do that, genius. That was just a plan, don't forget. Let's blueprint that. And then let's blueprint this. So, south turrets. Turrets. No spaces allowed. Sorry, my bad. Right, south turrets. And then cancel that. I don't think we got all of them, but it doesn't really matter. It's just a blueprint. And then this one we'll call north turrets again. We roughly know where it needs to go. Doesn't matter that I haven't got all of them in. And then we go ahead and cancel them all. And then we put down the ship tiling first so I don't fall into the same mistake I made there. Right, so ship and then get to work. Oh, look at this. Look at this. What a ship. Oh my god, the frame rate. Have we got enough resources? No, we're out of steel. I very much doubt we've got even enough of the floors. That's okay. We've got the steel shrooms being built. Obviously, cutting back on the sprinklers does come with the negatives that we've kind of gone for short term over long term. But to be fair, I was getting inundated with bulbs. I wasn't expecting them to smelt it so fast. Oh, we're actually almost out of food. Oh, that's a problem. Shit. Should have stuck with all the sprinklers then, shouldn't I? Shouldn't have taken it apart. Cargo shuttle, you gotta go, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm scrounging for steel here. Have we got any others on the map? Can't see any at all. Bears bring back steel slag. Is that how desperate things have gotten again? Bollocks. I'm hoping for some sort of trader. Any trader at all, but so we can take apart the sarcophaguses. That's really it, isn't it? Shit. Oh, no. I'm looking like around the mounted edges for any... Oh, I guess if it was exposed, the manager would have got to it. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, well, let's let them build this, and then we'll build some more sprinklers, because it turns out those are a bit more essential than I gave them credit for. Although, look, we've got 762 now in storage from the shuttle, so I assume they took it to the stockpile rather than deliver it here for a reason. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that should be enough. Have we got any components left? Components. That's this one. Fucking hell. 100 advanced components, there's no wonder. To be fair, we did take apart an entire spaceship. 100 advanced components. How have I done that? Fucking hell, it's no wonder we're out of resources. Oh my god, I know why. Because we probably made 50, put them in the banana ship, made another 50, put them in the banana ship. When the banana ship was up in space, they probably made another 50, and then taken it all apart. Oh, shit. We've ended up with bloody boatloads, and I traded with some for a trader, not realizing that we had shitloads anyway. Whenever that was. Good God. Could have been bloody years ago at this point. farming. Exotic goods trader, that was it. 7th of December. God, has this really been going on that long? We're very much almost there. After hours and hours and hours. We still need the ship bridge, still need shield generator, so we're not quite there yet. But in terms of weaponry, 2 more laser turrets and we're basically done. I've started setting up the robots as well. I've actually limited to an area here called Torpedo Bay, which is quite literally just the torpedo launchers. Putting down some more shelves, because even though they are tall shelves, they can only hold... Oh, they're regular shelves. Bollocks. God, I hope I haven't done that in stockpile. Doesn't look like it. No, we're good. I'll go ahead and swap those out then for tall shelves in a second. Yeah, hopefully those guys will be able to stay on top of the torpedo launchers, which is quite nice. Besides that, I think that's everything, right? We're quite literally just waiting on advanced components. So, I'm just going to let him do it. I'm going to go make a drink. To be fair, though, we wouldn't be able to do any of this if we weren't on the moon. And I know the moon base was kind of a weird step to go to, but we have adapted the moon base quite nicely. And more to the point, the moon base has prevented us, now that we've set it up properly with the weather, now that it's working the way it was supposed to. We've been completely threat-free this entire time, which is weird, because I assume we get some mechanoids or something like that. But we have been completely threat-free, which has been incredible, because it's meant that we can just sit here for days and days and days and let our people gather resources and slowly build up and trade with whoever's necessary in a completely safe vacuum, no pun intended. 2nd of September, and we have... a load of guns falling apart? What the fuck? Well, I just reloaded. I just saved and reloaded to make sure that nothing was going to go wrong, and apparently things have very much gone wrong. It's like they've just completely deconstructed. What? Well, that's a bit strange. Okay, go ahead and rebuild those. Fuck knows what the hell happened there. That's a bit annoying. I hope that doesn't happen ever again, because that's a lot of components that's just gone down the shitter. Well, I was going to say, I built a shield generator, and I've started plotting them around kind of the rest of the ships. We've got one there, we've got one there, one in the center of the ship in the stockpile. We need to put one up here, but I was going to wait for the others to be built first so I can kind of work out where exactly they need to go. Might be slightly overkill still, but I want to make sure the whole ship is decently covered. We don't leave any points, you know, uncovered at all. Oh my god, have we not got enough for these bollocks? Oh no, we're good. We got plenty of plastil. They've had a few days, obviously, to let all this stuff grow. And the sprinklers, once again, absolutely getting things completely out of hand with regards to resources. Those sprinklers are so strong. I really wouldn't be surprised if they end up nerfing them at some stage. So we haven't got enough advanced components, whatever. So we've got shield generator there now that's online. Fine. One there, one there, one there. Fine. Okay, that's okay. Waiting on... Okay, so that one's built as well. Good shit. That one is just about to come online. Or not. Shield generator? What's going on there, fella? Not connecting. Oh, it needs power line run straight to it. I see. Okay, let's do that. That turns that one on. Oh, they built that one too. What the hell do these shield generators need? Oh, I guess that's where all our bloody components from the turrets went then, huh? Balls. Okay, fair enough. That's fine. Not a big deal, I guess. And then we need to kind of work out where our last shield generator is going to go. Right, it's got all of that covered. Yeah, we need one kind of like, there wouldn't be bad, would it? No, maybe over slightly. I put that in a stupid place. Also, I rotated it slightly, so it's extremely cursed. Completely the wrong plane of reality. What if we could put it like... Put it there. It's a bit hideous. What about like up here? No, it needs to be more centralized. It needs to be like around this zone. I fit it up there. Nope. Okay, you know what? Put it there. Fine. That's okay. That's probably about as central as we're going to get it. There we go. The ship's not exactly well shielded. Oh, no, it is fine. No, it's fine. Just quite hard to see all the bubbles at their maximum. Yeah, there we go. That'll do it. Just got to wait for this thing to have more advanced components. Are we done with the guns? Yeah, the guns are back online. Ship bridge is good. What do we need to launch? Shitload more chem fuel. Bollocks. 27 engines. No. We got 30 engines. Yeah, we got 30 engines. We're good. We've just got to refine more chem fuel then, and we're out of... God, we've refined everything down, and we still haven't got enough. Staggering. That's absolutely insane. Fair enough then. Okay, so as long as we've got enough engines, that's the big problem. We can always get more chem fuel. We just flip over the hydroponics for a little while. The Devilstrand jumpsuit has deteriorated away. That's not a good sign, is it? So we've got 30 rocket engines, and we need 27,000. So we can afford not to fill up 3. So we can leave slightly earlier than schedule. That's okay. Look. Oh, they did have enough advanced components. Hey, there we go. Fantastic. So it's all our shields online, yeah? Now that thing wakes up. Or don't. Hello? You gonna come online? Yeah, at some point, I'm sure. Pretend there's a big old shield. Wow, look at that. Incredible. Actually, you can see the edge of it, I believe, just there. So it's going into the mountain, that's all. Right, fantastic. So the ship is all shielded. Turrets are well online. See them above the ship there. That's imposing, isn't it? I like that one. With our, what is that, 5 times amplified? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times amplified. Oh, God, I amplified it too much. Or 1 more than I intended to. Fantastic. What's that, 150% laser amplification? Well, that's going to be horrifying. Well, poor power grid's going to explode. Fire foam poppers, speaking of explosions. Great idea. What's that under? Misc? I don't think I've ever once built a fire foam popper in this game. Right, let's put... Oh, God. That's quite annoying. Okay, fine. So we'll put, like, where do you think we go? 1. Shit. Okay, we'll put 1 there. Put 1 in the maximum radius. I think that's a good idea. Sensible. I like it. Put 1 there. There we are. I would love to get some down in this... But maybe swap out one of these frozen columns for a fire foam popper. Temporary relief, but it might be the difference between life and death. What a vessel. That's... you know what? I'm actually quite happy with that. I'm quite proud of that. It looks pretty good. It looks decent. I think it's well armed. The shields are nicely covering everything, but not really too overkill. We could probably cut down a couple of shields here and there, but it's not terrible. We've got the crazy spinal laser gun. We've got some more sensible guns as well. We've got torpedoes. I need to swap out the shelves. That was the other job. Swap out the regular shelves for the deep shelves instead. Although, to be fair, hang on. The deep shelves do take a long time to interact with, or they do have additional time associated with the interaction. So by having regular shelves, which are instant interaction, in the middle of combat, that's probably better. I think I've accidentally done the right thing? Maybe? I'm also growing rice because we quite simply do not have enough food right now. We've got just boatloads of yayo. Just boatloads. Shame the ship can't fly on that. Instead, we're flying it on ketchup still. The fire foam poppers cover that area fine, so we're missing out on quite literally like 1, 2, 3 heat sinks there. Not a big deal. Are there more heat sinks on one side than the other? Oh, God, there are. Oh, that's vomit inducing. Well, never mind. We've done it now. Good stuff. It doesn't matter. The ship is still equal. It's all still the same size. Just doesn't look like it because of the way the rooms are divided up slightly differently on the side of the ship, but don't panic too much. Okay, then. That being said, is there anything else I need to do, or can we lift off? We've just got to wait for the chem fuel, right? It is just a case of waiting for the chem fuel now, and then I think we can launch. Is there anything I've forgotten here? Oh, external turrets to stop landing parties. Sure. We could try bio-turrets. Strap some of those to the outside. Those could be quite effective. It says that it isn't very damaging to artificial structures, quickly poison and corrupt any organic matter it touches. But I don't think that our bio-turrets can shoot at things attacking our ship, can they? Holy shit, it's finally ready. I need to check the starting date of today's session for me, because this would be... This feels like it's been absolutely ages to get this bloody thing ready. What is that? The 12th of September, 5510. It was the 15th of August, 5509 when we started. So over a year getting this spaceship together, but holy shit, I think we've actually finally cracked it. The perfect spaceship. Excuse me, can you repair that? Otherwise our power grid is going to run out extremely fast. Please, for the love of God. Okay, we're good. There we are. Okay, we're back online. Now, here's my big concern. When we take off, the nuclear reactors might all go nuclear, funnily enough, because of the temperature variation between maps. Worst case scenario, best case scenario, all our plants die, which isn't a problem because they're all dying anyway. Worst case scenario is the whole base just goes to shit. Now, let me just do some final checks here, then. Everything has a roof over it that needs a roof over it, correct. Everything besides the guns and the air vents for the heat, that's absolutely fine. You've got no mountain that we need to worry about as far as... I hope we don't have to worry about the mountain. Does it say overhead mountain? Oh, it flips over to ship roof. Oh, well, that's good. Ship roof. Yeah, I don't think we need to worry about that then. I imagine when we take off, this will all just collapse in on itself because that was mountain, but then we've just kind of converted it over. It's all fully sealed. That's -20, but that's the heatsink room, so that's allowed. The torpedo bays are all like very heavily negatives as well. That's not really a big deal. Nuclear reactor room is 42, so quite warm, but not massively problematic. That's only because we haven't got vents. We could vent some heat through into the torpedo tubes or something like that, but it really doesn't matter, does it? 42. Is 42 a problem? As long as it doesn't go too high. Oh, it is ticking up, actually. Okay, let's get a few more vents in here then before we take off. We'll vent some out towards this direction of the ship. Just to, I guess, heat up the main corridor. Why not? And we could maybe vent some through into the torpedo rooms. Not that we need to go in there, or the weapons rooms for anything but repairs. Any other final things I need to worry about? The radiators are fine or facing the right direction. I thought that would be a pretty... Oh, right. Obviously, this isn't right anymore. Where I've redone all of that. So we need to get rid of these ones. You know, we don't need to get rid of them. Just forget it. It's not important, okay? They'll just extend and they'll hit the ship. It doesn't matter. Everything's good. I think everything's good. Okay. Boost us. Send us into space. Launch the ship. Good God, if the game crashed then I was gonna cry. What's it doing? What's it doing? Don't do this. What are you doing? No, you're supposed to launch the ship. Man the ship bridge. No, don't you dare. Launch the ship. What's it doing? No. Oh, no. Orbiting ship. No, we don't have an orbiting ship. You can't. Oh, for fuck's sake. What is it doing? Launch the ship, please. For God's sake, I beg of you. You wouldn't. What is it doing? Orbiting ship. Moon. Six hours of my life. 6 hours of my life I spent on this ship. And this is where we've ended up. Very impressive. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's soul destroying. That is just about the worst thing that could have happened there. About the worst thing that could have happened. And that just doesn't do anything. Okay, let's try reloading. Let's try saving. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. That was 2 a.m. Oh, that was midnight. Oh my God, I've been doing this way longer than I thought. Oh no, get me out of here. Okay, let's save. Let's save. Let's reload. Oh no. Oh no, that's not good, is it? That's really not good. Okay, what are we looking at here? Okay, that was banana. Okay, reload. Christ almighty, please help. I'm leaving this in. Because I need you to feel my pain. I need you to feel exactly what I'm feeling right now. It's 10:45 a.m. I'm doing this since midnight. I need you to understand quite what's going through my mind. Okay. Okay, stop. Right, Dante? Sure it was just an error. Sure it's just an error. No. Oh, what are you talking about? It's gone. It's dead, Dave. It's dead. Oh, that's a fucking... That's just terrible. That's just terrible. Right, I'm gonna blueprint the whole thing. I'm just gonna spawn it in dev mode. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna spawn it in. Just gonna spawn it in. Just gonna spawn it in. Give me that. Give me that. We're gonna get space. I'm just gonna spawn it in from a blueprint. Fuck it. Right, is that everything? It's not going to work. It's very much not going to work. It'll double up on, like, power conduits and heat sinks will most likely carry each other out, cancel each other out. Ship tiles on top of hull plating, I imagine, will cancel each other out. Carpets, weird shit like that. We'll call it space. Oh, no. Spaceship. Okay. Right, okay. Don't panic. Right click, get rid of it. Good shit. Export. Right, that should have exported it to my Rimworld folder as a spaceship. Okay? Fine. Now what do I do? Oh, God. How do I export the people? That's a concern. Hang on, let's go to the world map. It reckons there's a spaceship in space. Where the fuck is that? There. Orbiting ship. We can't zoom in on it. Well, this is, tragic, isn't it, really? We can abandon it. Maybe I fucking should at this point. Well, Thanks for watching. I'm going to go and just scream for an hour solid into a pillow. And probably have the neighbours call that funny man who'll take me away again. Thank you to the executive coffee producers for making this possible in the first place. A thank you to Steak and Bacon Akins, Bokbin, CJ, Ciala, Alchemia, Jobo Daddy, Dumgit, Oromab, Magos Adamandios, Aromatic Fool, Gogala Siphon, Arctic Knight, Gibbering Mound, Voodoo Mumbo, Dante Mordecane, Teabag Cruz, and CMAC, along with everyone else. The executive producer tiers for making this episode possible in the first place. A big thank you to you guys, and a thank you as well to Blue, Chaos, Zaka, KQ, The Magic Velociraptor, Trevor Brooks, Cyric 313, Corrupt Racer, Hazel, KG Evans, Matteo, Electric Alice, Karsten, Vuoxa, Telkus 345, and Jack Black Sheep for their support on coffee as well. Thank you at home for watching. Bye. Bye.